Hello, this is Liza Marie Garcia with CEO Book Publishing, and I'm very excited to share what I get to share today. Just to start off here, it's the Faith Effect. It's not just a book; it's also a podcast. So I'm reminded about a line in a movie that says it's not just a candy, it's a gum. So it's not just a book collaboration book project, it's a podcast. I'm going to go ahead and come on screen here. Again, my name is Liza Marie Garcia, and happy Friday. I'm very excited that it's Friday. I've got some great plans this evening, afternoon, late afternoon, and even better plans that one of my university daughters is coming for the holidays this Sunday. So I'm looking forward to my away from work time. But thank you for joining me today. And I know we will be rebroadcasting this. And so whenever you're watching this, I'm excited for you to learn about this exciting project. Let me move my mic around here. All right. So first of all, we are a book publisher. We have been in business now for more than 9 years, and we have produced some amazing collaboration books, and The Faith Effect is one of those books. It's our very next release, and so let me tell you about what it's about and why you're on here, and let me make sure that I can do this. All right. I will try to stay on script here, which is not my nature, but I will try my best. So what is The Faith Effect? It's a multi-author collaboration book known as an anthology. And as I said, we have produced a collaboration/anthology book every year since 2020. So we've been doing an excellent job of that. It is stories. This particular book, The Faith Effect, is stories of faith-driven impact in business, in leadership, and life. And it is a legacy book project to help inspire the world, empower people as they read the story of what you have gone through and what you contribute, what your life experience has taught you. We're looking for your stories to share. Let's go to page 2. How do I do that? How about page down? Nope. Oh, there you go. All right. Who is this for? This is for you. If you're a founder of a company, business owner, a leader, you have leadership, people that you lead that look to you. We also call it an influencer. If you're a creative type person and you're a change maker, if you're someone that knows in your heart, has been told from other people that you have a story to share, this is for you. Again, if you are a faith-based professional where you know your professional journey has been shaped by faith, and then this is for you if you're ready to share your story with others. So why be a part of this project? First of all, as we know, we're living in the age of content, right? So everything, social media, digital marketing, internet, it's all about the content that we're reading in the world and the content that's being put out in the world. So what's the biggest delivery of content in this world? Books, right? Books. So why you would want to be a part of this is to join a professional publishing team. We are a traditional publishing group. That means just in general that your book is published in all the formats available, audio, I was going to say video. It could be said that video with the video shorts and reels that we help produce, yes, but ebooks, audiobooks, paperback, hardback books, we support the journey from start to finish. We also understand what it means to make sure your personal branding is right and aligns with the book that we're producing for you. And we also understand the strength in media exposure. I'll go into that a little bit more. Why join this project is because you would feel like you need to share your journey with others. And then as we talked about, we put the story in all publishing formats. So I'm going to go through specifically in what we call our publishing services of what you'll receive by being part of this. But in general, in high level general, what you're going to receive is a completely guided experience, meaning you will work with our editors. We will have a POC editor, your point of contact editor, that's not only skilled in editing. There are degrees in editing. There are specific skills in editing. And then we happen to be all female in the content and developmental editing division right now, but also skilled writer, which again are, you might know of ghostwriters, you might know of excellent content writers. There's two very different skills in terms of writing and editing. And our point of contact editor is highly skilled in that. We also have 3 levels of editing. So full editing support with our team and everything that entails. You will also receive media, digital marketing collateral is what we call it, plain and simple, where, yes, you are going to be featured on the Faith Effect podcast. You're going to be featured in all things digital marketing relating to the Faith Effect podcast and the Faith Effect book project. And in addition to that, you will gain from what we've gained over 9 years of understanding how to market both an author and a book. You will also receive being part of the launch strategy and the promotional assets. And this is education that you can also use for your company, your revenue products, and your personal profile branding. So you will learn that. And then specifically, I want to go through what we call our publishing deliverables. So let me see if I can bring those up easily or not. Let's see what we got here. Okay, started with the wrong slide. Let's start with number 1. So first, with this book project, we will have a in-store retail book launch at Barnes & Noble. You will be invited to be there in person or be a part of it on a panel, virtual launch, but your book will be, your chapter in this book will be part of a Barnes & Noble launch in person. You will also be involved in our strong professional network. So our primary social media is LinkedIn. So take a look at my LinkedIn, and actually this would be a good time for me to put in the comments. Whoops, hang on, I lost it. I'm going to welcome everyone to the live stream. And why did that not go? And then also let me go ahead and please join my LinkedIn network so you can see the strength of our network. And let me just grab this. I didn't have this handy, but it's easy to grab. So I encourage you to, if we are not connected, to connect with this LinkedIn that's now in the chat as I go back to the chat. Come on, where are we, StreamYard? There we go. Okay, here it is here. I encourage you to connect, but more so if we're already connected or once you go there is check out the pages and pages of LinkedIn. You will see our authors, you will see their promotion, you will see our promotion. We are heavily right now in shorts, video shorts and video reels, which is what all experts will tell you is the most effective digital marketing. So you get a connection with not just the authors that are part of this book project, but also the authors and the clients and the professional network that we are in at CEO Book Publishing. We give you media wins as part of this. One initially is the virtual pre-sale launch event. So you get not only to be a part of it, but you get the link, you get the transcript, you get all things content related to that, which is very valuable. You get a custom book cover. And what I mean by that is, yes, this book will be in print, in paperback, in print, in hardcover, but we will also have a custom book cover where your name will be the featured co-author, and there will be a back of book matter is what we call it, back of book matter about you specifically. So if this is your first book publishing event that's happened to you, accomplishment, then this will stand alone to feature you. And that's also part of what you get is you get the excerpt of your chapter and with the custom book cover as an ebook that you can put into your website or put anywhere in your social media. So that's one of the items that are part of this publishing package. And let me find the other slides. Let me go back. The second slide is of deliverables is to make sure you understand that if you are part of this book project, you are traditionally published. And that means you can be in all retail. This is not a self-publishing play. Yes, you will be in sale on Amazon, of course. And as I said, in all the audiobook formats on Spotify with your audiobook and Apple Books and all of that, you will be in all book formats, but you will be traditionally published as represented by CEO Book Publishing, as this is a title that we have accepted for publish. We've already talked about that means you'll be on sale everywhere books are sold. The 3 levels of editing we talked on briefly, but basically there are 3 levels of editing, and not every book author has decided to go that route. And what that usually results in is books that we all don't finish. How many of us have? I have multiples books that I have not finished, and why is that? Well, because they lost me. Maybe they took me down a rabbit trail that I wasn't, didn't sign up for. It wasn't what I wanted to be reading about. So they lost me, or they lost my interest. The writing just wasn't tight. It wasn't impactful. So I got bored and I stopped reading. Maybe they lost me because the copy, edit and grammar, syntax, reference checks weren't there. And that drove me crazy. I don't know if you're like me as a reader. I hate when I see punctuation issues. That's just me. That's why I love books. So it's very important to have 3 levels of editing. The last part of editing is the format or the layout. Very important. We like to keep the readers engaged with very interesting layout and formats that match the book covers. So just the high level, you get, an excellent product, a product that you're very proud of as part of this group. You also, as part of this project, you also get, we give you books. I always hated it when I talked to people and they said they were working with a publishing team. They never even got any books. So you get a few books, and then you also have the ability to buy books at the author pricing. So that's called author book copies. So this is just a minimum. And I say this to our standard, or we call our signature book clients, of what you're going to get with this, with being part of this collaboration book project. Just a minimum. There is so much more involved, but just as a minimum is what you're going to get. So hopefully, I was going to say, I hope I'm not talking too fast, but the good news about videos is you can always go back and rewatch it or make the sound go slower. So let me get to what is the cost, because given the market and given the value, especially when you look at this as a marketing play, it's very inexpensive. And I know I don't need to sell it, but let me go to the cost here. So the cost is $1,400. And that includes everything. I put the $280 payments because we can split this up in payments, as many payments as 5 if we need to. Most people like to do 50-50 or 3 or 4 payments. It really doesn't matter. There's 0 interest on it, 0 financing, and $1,400 includes everything I've talked about: the books, the marketing content, the publishing, the events, you name it. Let me get rid of this and just come back to screen. And so that's what the pricing is. So for the last slide, we'll just make this nice and brief. For the last slide is this. So this book will actually be an evergreen project. The Faith Effect brand will produce a book that is the 25-26 book. And then we will produce the book 25, 26, and then 26, 27, we will be filling both books. As far as limited spots, there will be 15 co-authors in each book. We already have authors for our 2025 and 2026 books. So we're on the countdown to fill the last spots. We will, if you are interested, we will have a vetting Zoom and talk with you to understand a little bit more about you, to make sure that it's the right fit. And then we will hold your hand, so to speak. We will take you through the process. You will be part of a communication group of your fellow authors. So we will all share with each other's networks and make some great friends. And every time we do a collaboration book, as I said, we do one a year. That's one of the wonderful benefits, is we all get to know each other and really like each other and really help each other. And we always have some just rock star people and rock star professionals that we're able to be a part of their professional lives in the future. So next steps are, if you're interested, is to go ahead and email or connect with us. Let me also make sure let me put this in the video as well. We'll put the email for our group, and it's just publish@cbpteam.com. And I just sent that in there. Let me also run the banner right now. Let me see, how can I remove this? Yes, I think so. And why don't I come on stage here? Let me go ahead, and our company is ceobookpublishing.com. Just a little bit about us as well. We've published, I think we're like at the high 80s to 90, getting to the 90s. I don't know that I can say that honestly that we've gone to 90 imprints at this point, but we're definitely in the 80s. And as far as titles, we primarily produce nonfiction books. However, as I say that, as I sit here today, I think we've got 3 authors in the nonfiction genre that we're bringing their books to publish. And then the other part is we probably have 200 some clients. And yes, I'm working from home today. So that's my dog, Snowball. But, you know, one of the things I wanted to end with, and it looks like we're right on time here. One of the things I wanted to end with, as you know, I put together the presentation. I was a little more formal than I normally am. As I said, most of the time I go off script. But, you know, as I was thinking about the presentation and about, you know, what do you get? And there are many coaches out there and many people that call themselves publishers. And it's a very unregulated type industry, the publishing industry. So people can be publishers that are maybe ghostwriters or author coaches. People can call themselves publishers that are self-publishing agents. People can call themselves publishers that are, you know, hybrid publishers, vanity publishers, traditional publishers. There's just a lot out there. But so there's a lot of options for collaboration books, just to be honest. And you can do your due diligence, you know, please to search that out. But what I will end with is what you're getting with us is our experience, is 9 years of being in this publishing industry and 9 years of understanding the levels and the changing dynamics of digital marketing. We've had our best year in these last 12 months, bar none. And I also feel that a lot of that has to do with our success in what has been working with us for digital marketing. We've learned from our trials, we've learned from our tribulations, like everyone does. And I will let you know that it's also about the actions and the results. And so just to throw out a couple things there, one thing is that we are right now on we've got 9 months left of a national Barnes & Noble book author event. We've been to Utah, we've been to Arizona. Our next state is Minnesota. And that isn't an easy game with working with Barnes & Noble and to accomplish, and we've accomplished that. The other part of this is I can't formally announce what we have going on. Let me come back to screen here. But I can tell you that we just gained a huge, huge speaker win for one of the authors in our group. It can be announced within, I think after Thanksgiving, we can announce it. But it's quite the accomplishment. So I just say that because, you know, if you're considering being part of this book project and you're doing your due diligence to search other companies that have similar type collaboration book projects that they'd like you in, check out the results, right? Check out the results of what they're doing. And you can see all of that really from years and years and years on LinkedIn that's in the comments. So with that, let me see if I can be fancy Nancy, so to speak, and put this back up. So it's not just a book, it's also a podcast, the Faith Effect Book Collaboration Project. I'd love you to be a part of it. And please just reach out and we'll go through the details and explain more to all that's interested. And if you're not a part of it, then I can't wait until you pick up the copy to read about the incredible people that are going to be a part of this book. As I said, we've already got some collab authors and they're tremendous. So have a great Friday and have a great holiday. Thank you so much. I'm Liza Marie Garcia with CEO Book Publishing.